Okay, so this next video is going to show you how to divide by 10, 100 and 1000. I'm going to do one example of each, but you can do this on your own at home. All you need is your place value headings. You could do it on a whiteboard, on paper, and all you need to do, remember, is make the digits jump. When we divide by 10, 100 and 1000, we do not use a bus stop method. It's completely pointless. If you're using a bus stop method, it's not the right method. You need to be doing the digits jumping. So if you have a look at the orange numbers here, I've got a 2 in my tens and a 5 in my ones or units column, which means I've got the number 25. If I'm going to divide the number 25 by 10, my digits are going to jump. And because we're doing a division, the number is getting smaller. And when the number gets smaller, it moves this way towards the decimals. If the number was getting bigger, we'd be multiplying it, it'd be going this way, getting higher up. So if we're dividing by 10, we do one jump because there is 1 0 in the number 10. So we're doing one jump this way to the right to make the number 10 times smaller. So the 5 jumps to the tenths column. Decimal point never moves. And the 2, which was originally in the tens column, sorry, not tenths, tenths is over here. The tens column jumps to the ones column. So that shows to us that 25 divided by 10 is 2.5. Then we're going to have a look here at 1.6 and we're going to divide it by 100 this time. So it's different because we're no longer dividing by 10, we're dividing by 100. We're still going the same way, we're still going right because the number is getting smaller, but this time we are going to do 2 jumps because there are 2 zeros in the number 100. So we're going to start here, and our 6, which is in the tenths column, is going to jump once, but we're not dividing by 10, so it's got to jump again twice, and it ends up in the thousandths column. Our number 1, which is in the ones column, is going to jump once into the tenths, but it needs to jump again into the hundredths, and it ends up here. Now, we need some placeholders here because we can't just leave this number floating around. We've got no tenths, so we can put 0 here. We've got nothing in the ones column, so we need a 0 here. So that's what our number would look like. So 1.6 divided by 100 is 0.016. Okay, and these placeholders are really important because it shows that we've got no wholes, no ones, nothing in the tenths, 100th and 6,000ths. The last one, we're going to divide by 1,000. So we've got the number 4,245. This time we're dividing by 1,000. So our number's still getting smaller. We're still going to be moving to the right. However, this time we're going to do it 1, 2, 3 times because there are 3 zeros in the number 1,000. So the 5 is going to jump once, twice, 3 times, and it's going to end up in the thousandths column. Okay. Then the 4 is going to do exactly the same thing. It's going to jump 3 times, once, twice, 3 times, so it ends up in the hundredths column. The 2 is going to jump 3 times the same way, once, twice, into the tenths. Then we need decimal point that never moves. And lastly, we've got our 4, which is jumped once, twice, 3 times into the ones column. So that's the number we are left with. 4,245 divided by 1,000 leaves us 4.245. So a couple of things to remember for division. If you're dividing by 10, 100 and 1,000, you use this method. Your digits jump. You don't use the bus stop. You're dividing, so your number's getting smaller. So the numbers are moving this way, down the smaller end of the place value chart. Dividing by 10 is 1 jump. Dividing by 100 is 2 jumps. Dividing by 1,000 is 3 jumps.